Salam everyone, welcome to another episode of our podcast. Today we're going to discuss a topic that feels almost divine, words that resonate deeply like teaching of Jesus, Moses and Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them. These are words of justice, anti-oppression, equality, mercy and kindness. When you hear them, you can't help but feel like this is what you've been waiting to hear for your entire life. Today marks the anniversary of the publication of these powerful words written in the form of a letter. Yes, a letter. And not just any letter, this one was specifically addressed to the youth in Western countries. It was written by one of the most pious leaders in the world. Any guesses who that might be? Exactly, Ayatollah Khamenei, the leader of Iran. Wait, what? You don't know him? Okay, let's take a moment to introduce this remarkable figure. Ayatollah Khamenei was born on April 19, 1939. He is not only the leader of Iran, but also a great inspiration for everyone who seeks freedom. He is a promising leader for his own country and a staunch protector of human rights. In the worldwide, he supports many libertarian groups and stands firmly with the oppressed, including the people of Palestine. Now that you know a bit more about him, let's discuss the letter. The letter begins with these words: "In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful." It's addressed to young people whose awakened conscience has moved them to defend the oppressed women and children of Gaza. Specifically, it's directed at the university students in the United States. The message expresses the empathy and solidarity, telling them that they're standing on the right side of history as the page turns. Doesn't that feel divine? It's like a living guide speaking directly to you, reassuring that you are on the right path. It's a relief for those who support this movement, almost like saying, "Thank God, I haven't come this far for nothing. At least I know I was right." The letter continues: "You have now formed a branch of a resistance front and have begun an honorable struggle in the face of a government's ruthless pressure, a government which openly supports the usurper and brutal Zionist regime." It goes on explaining that the Greater Resistance Front, which shares the same understanding and feeling, has been engaged in the struggle for many years in a place far from the US. The goal? To the end of the oppression of the Zionist regime, the Palestinian people. Can you just feel it? Despite our differences in race, nationality, or background, there is something that unites us all: humanity. And right now, humanity is in danger. The letter then delves into history, explaining how the Zionist regime, with the help of the British government, imported terrorists into Palestine after World War II. These terrorists attacked cities, murdered thousands, and displaced countless others, seizing their home and land from what is now called Israel. Even if I'm not a history buff, I can't deny that he's making a compelling point here. Let's keep going. The letter continues: "After England's initial help, the United States became the greatest supporter of this usurper regime, ceaselessly providing it with political, economical, and military support. It even mentioned how the US assisted in the regime's nuclear weapon program. The letter accused the Zionist regime of using an iron fist policy against defenseless people of Palestine, intensifying its brutality over the years. The letter doesn't hold back, calling out the US government and its allies for turning a blind eye to this oppression. It even describes some of the US government's remarks on the crimes in Gaza as hypocritical. The letter then talks about the emergence of the resistance front from this dark environment of despair, strengthened by the establishment of the Islamic Republic of Iran. It criticized the global Zionist elite for labeling this human resistance movement as terrorism. The letter poses a very important question. Can one call a people a terrorist nation for defending themselves on their own land against the crimes of the occupying Zionists, and is helping such a nation and strengthen it an act of a terrorist? It's a stark reminder of how the oppressive leader of global hegemony distort even the most basic human concepts. The letter concludes with a message of hope. I would like to assure you that today the circumstances are changing. A different fate awaits the important region of West Asia. The people conscious has awakened on a global scale, and the truth is coming to the light. It emphasizes that the resistance front has grown stronger and will continue to do so, and that history is turning a page. The letter ends with a piece of advice. My advice to you is to become familiar with the Holy Quran. It's signed by Ayatollah Khamenei, dated May 25, 2004. After all, he's a Muslim leader, and all the thing he just said is literally according to Islam. That's astonishing. I was really interested to read more about it. What about you? Was that interesting? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. May God bless you. Bye.